Today, the justice we long fought for has finally been served for baby Victoria. The selfish actions of Mark Gordon and Constance Marten resulted in the death of a newborn baby who should have had the rest of her life ahead of her. She would have recently celebrated her second birthday, but this was snatched away by the very people who should have protected and cared for her. This was an incredibly challenging investigation for the hundreds of officers who were involved in the search. Our main focus throughout the search was finding Victoria alive, and we all remain devastated by her death. As anyone who's followed this trial will know, it was an incredibly complex investigation. Mark Gordon and Constance Marten deliberately avoided the authorities and continued to shield Victoria from us even after their arrest. This meant even the most experienced child pathologists in the country were unable to establish the cause of Victoria's death. We know today's verdict won't bring Victoria back, but I'm pleased our painstaking investigation has resulted in those who caused her death being brought to justice. Victoria's death was completely avoidable. The couple had plenty of opportunities to do the right thing and come forward to ask for help. They knew throughout that officers were looking for them and baby Victoria. They also ignored medical professionals who directly reached out to them to say that their actions were putting baby Victoria at risk. In court, Marten said they moved around a lot to avoid one single authority having jurisdiction over their daughter. Marten stated that her children had been stolen by the state, referring to the social care system after her previous 4 children were removed from her by the family court. I would like to personally thank the media for the positive support you showed throughout this search, the many members of the public who reported sightings, and Sussex Police for the support provided in the arrests and subsequent search for Victoria. This support was incredibly important to the investigation throughout. Speaking personally as a father, I find it hard to comprehend how instead of providing the warmth and care that their child needed, Mark Gordon and Constance Marten chose to live outside during freezing conditions to avoid the authorities, causing the death of baby Victoria. Throughout the trial, both defendants made repeated attempts to disrupt and frustrate the judicial process, employing tactics designed to undermine proceedings and shift the focus away from the serious charges that they faced. Their behaviour ranged from non-cooperation and persistent interruptions aimed at delaying this progress. Despite these challenges, the professionalism, the resilience of their legal advocates, the judge and the court staff ensured that the integrity of the trial was maintained throughout. Through careful case management, clear judicial direction and a steadfast commitment to due process, the court was able to navigate these obstructions effectively. As a result, the jury remained focused on the evidence and found them rightfully guilty. I would like to finish by thanking all of the Met's homicide team for the resilience in the face of extremely hard investigation, and I would like to give a special thanks to DCI York, who led the specialist crime team throughout this investigation. Thank you very much.